Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and welcome to Pilot in that Swedish jet all the kids are talking about. With an afterburner, a very large, is that called a delta wing? And big beefy airframe along with big beefy flight control surfaces, and from what I hear, rather chonky cannons as well. This jet has already received a BR increase after the recording of this video, and as you do in jet matches, the action comes rather quickly. Pilot staying at low altitude, high speed, playing that speed is life meta, and chasing down the wrpl of all things. The Israeli Vautour, if I'm not mistaken, which is, of course, yes indeed, IDF, the finest version of the aircraft with access to air-to-air missiles that are not entirely terrible, depending upon which update you're playing. And update on the condition of the Vautour, he's gone down, barbecuing that kosher bird. The vulture, by the way, not safe to eat, by no means kosher, but I don't know. I guess Israeli pilots have modified it sufficiently. And yet, a second flambe already served up faster than you can say, nerf that Swedish meatball, please. It is a sexy jet with a long, sleek frame and just beautiful looking aerodynamics, and those interesting like booty ridges, I think is the technical term for what you see toward the tail end of the aircraft there, and I have no idea what they're for, but you wiggle your butt, you wiggle your butt. And with 3 kills already, Pilot showing us how it's done with speed, aggression, and capriciousness as he closes in on his next target, and target selection, such an important aspect of all air battles and even more essential in high tier. Getting another beautiful kill on a completely helpless enemy jet. He chose not to maneuver, and that might have been his only advantage, but Pilot just came in so fast and so deadly with those guns that 4th kill was just dead meat, as he's done all the way up to this point. A 5th kill with a beautiful dispersion shot that's just not quite so accurately modeled in the replay. But you can see he's drawing lines in the sky, he's predicting enemy flight paths, and very cheeky attempts at a 6th kill there. He's doing a fantastic job at playing the way you would expect out of high tier jets. One of the reasons that I don't do well at high tier jets as he scores his 6th kill is I just don't have the accuracy with my guns that I need. I tend to bop from one vehicle to another, and I'm not the best at predicting where an enemy is going to be when they fly. If they're leaving contrails or if they're firing weapons, that tends to help me predict where they're going to be. Even better if they're using wing smoke. Tu-4, well, they're a little bit easier of a target to hit, as Pilotsky scratches off his 6th kill in a single flyout of the jet that I'm sure I'll look up the name of and put in the title. I don't fly a whole lot of higher tier jets, and of course the Swedes are rather new to the game. Really looking forward to Swedish ground forces, and what better way to prepare yourself for the meme fest that is sure to ensue when Sweetie boys come to the game on the ground than to show a qwertyes video where he's taking out the OG baby derp from Nihon no Land. This is qwertyes in the, oh geez, what is this thing? The Chiha 105 naval gun, I think it's called. I was pleased to purchase this pack when it first came out, and while high explosive can be very disappointing in terms of post-penetration damage sometimes, and again, that's one of those things that, like air-to-air missiles, changes from one update to another. qwertyes is going to have a fantastic game here. You can see we fast forwarded to the point where he got into a great offensive position overwatching the A point. Now that his team has numerical superiority, it's almost time to move up, and yet there seem to be plenty of enemy vehicles in the area as well. Missing the shot on what appears to be an M22. The advantage that these low-tier American light tanks have over the Japanese in general, and especially the Chiha shotgun, cannot be overstated. At anything outside of the very closest ranges, your accuracy on range estimation has to be much higher with these low velocity guns compared with the high velocity 37mm available on the American vehicles and the high velocity anti-tank guns available on British vehicles. You're at a serious disadvantage in terms of both fire rate and accuracy over long range. Add to that the fact that they can punch through a lot more armor than your high explosive round can, and the Chiha shotgun could look like it's not gonna be fun. And I won't lie to you, there's a lot of battles where you're not gonna have a good time with this baby derp, but it has just enough reload rate to be viable as a single player option, if you know what I mean. And it is incredibly satisfying to get those high explosive kills. Add to that the fact that a lot of vehicles you'll face have thin enough armor throughout their vehicle that you won't need to aim for weak spots most of the time. And you have yourself a little Japanese meme machine. I can't remember how available the Chiha shotgun is, but it's always been a low tier premium that I've recommended for the Japanese. You have to decide for yourself if the price is right, and again, this is not a grinder, this is a meme machine, but in a tech tree that has access to a few meme premiums like the MLRS, the Japanese line can be a lot of fun to play these weird golden vehicles in. Add to that the fact that this is 100% a Japanese vehicle, unlike some of their other premiums, and you can back it up with some fantastic aircraft, especially if you're willing to put it into a slight up tier, which is notably to its disadvantage. Even so, the Chiha shotgun is a meme machine for the whole family, with decent mobility that can just enough keep up with the fast, nimble British and American vehicles you'll commonly face, and go toe-to-toe with some of the German designs as well, and the aforementioned derp gun that is just so fun to play. Add to that the fact that Hull Break has been worked on to the point where it's actually a thing for a lot of vehicles that it hasn't been a thing for in the past, and with already 4 very satisfying kills, not only have I been selling the Chiha shotgun hard, but so has qwertyes. Now, where's the target? What's going to happen when we get weaponized jeeps in the game? I know it's going to happen. A jeep with a 50 cal for rank 1 and a jeep with a recoilless rifle for rank 4. Maybe even a man-portable anti-tank equipped jeep for maybe, oh man, could you imagine a Humvee? I want to see more light sort of squad style vehicles. Bloop. Goodbye. Equipped with anti-tank weapons added to the game. We've got armored cars. Now I want to see just cars. Toyota Technical, please. Anyway, That's a dream for another day, and the meme for today is Japanese kablooey. Looking back at, another BT taken down. Not a beach thing this time, although there's another game worth looking into. Death Stranding. I found that to be a beautiful and highly playable game that I've never played and probably never will, because I watched other people play it instead. That could be a problem. Anyway, for Death Stranding, not for me. It's not my problem. Watching other people play these story-based games on YouTube is more fun than actually playing them myself, and significantly cheaper. Don't hate me, hate the game. But I was going to talk about the BT series of tanks. You have the BT-5, you have the RBT with the rockets, the anti-tank torpedoes, or are they called tank torpedoes? Yeah, anyway, beautiful idea that never really bore fruit. I'd love to see more tank torpedoes in the game, by the way. And the famous BT-7, as well as that premium event BT whatever it is that has the 76mm spud gun. All of those would be an absolute delight. I should say they are a delight, and I would love to see the actual Christie tank in game. There was a prototype Christie tank that very much resembles a bespoke version of the BT-5 with an American 37mm cannon mounted in a turret, and I would love to see that as a premium or an event premium for the American tree. I think that would be a lot of fun. It's not necessary, it's not really anything different than what the Americans already have access to, but it would be a lot of fun to see. And finishing off the replay with his 7th kill, the Chiha shotgun is a lot of fun as well. Anyway guys, I enjoyed making this video and I enjoyed getting the opportunity to do so. Things are always wild in my house now with the 2 girls, and we have a little boy on the way in June, so that's incredibly exciting. I've been enjoying World War mode, and I have been demonstrating the power of American 50 cals today. I'll probably get a video out on that tomorrow. Anyway guys, hope you had a good time as well, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye-bye.